Well, hello. Excuse me. DJ Rifle, how are you doing? Excuse me. Just had my breakfast. A bit of a pig's trotter's gone down the wrong way. Bit like that fucking result last night. Oh, yeah, I tell you what. This is the preview of the Shrewsbury Town game. If, I mean, I keep saying Lee Johnson's lost the dressing room, but yeah, if that isn't a sign that he has, then what is? And the pressure's now on the owners now to get this jerk out of the club because we're going to go down lower and lower in this league if we keep Lee Johnson. That is just not acceptable. If you want in playoffs, if you want to stay in this division, good 1-1 result away from home. Take a point away from home any day. But let's look at it this way: when your owners came, we were all excited, weren't we? We think, no, we're gonna piss this league. We're gonna go straight up. And you kind of blame us fans for thinking that because, you know, is he loaded? He is, apparently he's loaded, and football's about money and it's about getting the right players and say, yeah, we're going to piss this league. And there was a good feel. I mean, especially at the beginning of the season, you know, we did play decent football. There was a couple of matches we were scrappy, but we were passing the ball really, really well. And thumping teams like Wickham, who were well above us at the minute. They got a cracking win against Plymouth. But it has to turn to the owners now. If this is, to me, is going to show us their ambition, what the owners are doing. If they genuinely want this club to one day be back in the Premier League, into the big time, then they have to act now. Lee Johnson cannot be in charge for the next game. I don't care what anybody says. Is it Cambridge? You know, and my preview of the Shrewsbury match was, I was sticking my neck out saying we're going to win 4-0 because, you know, I'm on paper and that way, you should. But now, after seeing that, I just cannot be confident Willie Johnson in charge. We're literally on the same par as the likes of Crewe and things like that. Yeah, we'll beat them well and truly down at Crewe and that, but there's something gone on. Something's happened since that QPR penalty win. It's at their ground. Something's gone on. But when we took the lead, and then they got a player sent off at Shrewsbury, we all sat back, us fans, didn't we? Thought, that's it, we've won this. We'll just need a few more goals, and let's maybe make it 2 or 3 or 4 now. I just cannot believe the second half, the tactics and the changes Lee Johnson made. And Shrewsbury are down to 10 men, and it actually looked like they had more players on the pitch than what we did in the second half. And it was just awful to watch. We went forward, the balls that were going into the box were just awful. They were gone out with a crossbar, they were overhit. I mean, the last kick of the game for us, I think we had a free kick and a frigging 10 points to Wigan. It was just awful. It didn't even go into the box. And that's what it was like all night. Our final ball was just wayward. The players are not connecting at all. I mean, Shrewsbury they're poor. They're where they are in the league for a reason. And they also begin to wonder how actually good are Ipswich. They did have a good run, but they got beat heavily yesterday at home. And we were really poor against Ipswich at the Stadium Light, and we beat them. But it was just awful. I mean, there's no excuse, absolutely no excuse to down to 10 men against a team in the relegation zone. And that should be the P45 signed, sealed and delivered for Lee Johnson. And I know people say you kind of keep swapping and changing managers, but this is football, and this is the way it is at the minute. You know, it's a money business, it's a result business, and if we want out of this division by the top 2, then he's got to go. If you're happy to stay in this division and you're happy with maybe he's gambling in the playoffs every season, then stick with Lee Johnson if you're happy with it. But we didn't. I mean, we didn't know what a 5th year in this division. I mean, since we've been in this division, we've done now but hire shit managers. You know, like the Ross and the Graysons and the Parkinsons. They've just flat as farts, no personality. They're not going to get team of our calibre going. The club's too big enough for them. We've got to stop hiring shite managers. You know, some managers we haven't even bloody heard of. I mean, I hadn't heard of Jack Ross. I hadn't heard of Lee Johnson. That's how, well they've been doing. You know, and you're bringing in shit managers like that. Eventually it's gonna catch up with you, and we're just gonna stay where we are. You know, we need a manager with a big personality, and I keep saying Keno. That's the type of people. That's the type of manager we want. We need someone in that dressing room that's going to drive the players. You know, that's going to make them kick on. And it's up to the owners to do it. You know, and they have to. And it's going to be a test now to see where he wants his club to be. Because I really feel sorry for the Sunderland fans. Travelling all over the place, watching them, to watch shite like that. The performances like that was just absolutely awful. Some of the Sunderland fans were leaving with 20 minutes to go. They'd already seen enough. They could tell we weren't going to win this, we weren't going to score. Because watching Sunderland going forward, it was as much excitement as watching a 10-hour special playoff of carpet balls on BBC Two. It's boring, it's shite, we're predictive when we're going forward. And people keep saying, that's alright, people have sussed us out. So why can't we fucking suss teams out? Why can't we suss them out? Why is everybody sussing us out? Well, hey, it's supposed to work the other way around. We're supposed to suss other teams out. But we're just so one-dimensional. We didn't look exciting at all when we're going forward. It's just shit football. And we know them players on that pitch can do a hell of a lot better than what they're doing. And that to me tells me that they're not playing for Lee Johnson. You know, they're not motivating him. And Lee Johnson now, when he's giving interviews, he looks a beaten man. He does look a beaten man. You can just tell on his face. He comes up with the same shite. You know, it was a good point. I thought the lads were super fantastic. Most definitely, it was a well deserved point away from home. I think the lads were the better side. You know, fuck off, Lee. Serious to God, you've just go get out of the club, please, and just go and drag another team down. Because us Sunderland fans have now had enough. You know, we can't watch this shit anymore. This dribble, this drabble, this awful football. You know, but it's got now to a stage of this season now where we've played more games where we've been absolutely dog shit than we have actually had good performances. How many good performances can you actually name from start to finish that we've actually played really well? I bet you can't name many. And that's the Lee Johnson way. So I'm going to leave it at that. And next time I'm on, hopefully he's gone. You know, then. So we'll see you later. Enough of this. I've just had enough. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.